I've got this rather plain armchair tray that could do with a bit of sprucing up. This has got spring-loaded arms on the back here, and that goes over the arm of your sofa or chair. So I'm going to leave the arms on for the time being because they come in handy to hold it. And I'm going to be using some chalk paint to cover around the outside. And I've also got this beautiful Peacock DTF sticker that I think will go nicely in the middle. I'll also be using a selection of glitters. I've got this chunky tealy colour. I think that was from Temu. That nice blue, not sure where that came from. And a Hemway silver glitter. So I'm going to start by using a sponge and just going round the outside edge and the rim of the tray. So I'm just going to cover this all in this lovely teal colour. And this is the colour of my living room walls, so it will go nicely on my sofa with this colour. So while I'm just painting this, I'll just mention that today's video is part of the sticker collaboration, and it's been organised by Kel at Gert Creates and Claire from Starcrafts with Claire, and Marie from Jinrin Creates. So I'm just going to, I think I need to do inside this rim here as well. So I'm going to get some paint down into there. Get that covered. I don't need to do the actual middle of the tray because the glitter will be going in there. So I'll just get this covered. It might need a couple of coats. So I'll do that and then I'll come back to you once this is all ready. This is all dry now, and I have removed the spring arm clips from the back here just by using a Phillips screwdriver because it wasn't sitting flat on my desk. And it doesn't really matter for the next bit, but it will matter for when I come to doing the resin on the top. So next, I've got this tack it over and over glue. So I'm going to cover this top bit with the glue. Just going to brush that all over this top bit. So get this covered with the glue, and then this will eventually dry clear, and then we can add the glitter. So just going all the way round, giving that a good cover. Right, I think that will probably do. Just make sure I've gone round the sides. Not worried about going up the edges. Or shall I? No, I won't. Right, so we'll just leave this to go clear now, and then I'll see you back for the next bit. This is dried enough now to put the glitter on, so I'm going to start with this blue colour, and I'm just going to randomly sprinkle it over the top, just in different places. And obviously the first colour that goes down is the colour that will stick. Any colours that I put on after that won't stick in those areas. So just going to put some of this down first. Right, I think that would do. And then I'm going to do the same with the silver, just adding some of this down in places as well. Just nice and random. I think I might add a bit more of that blue down there. Oops, still had some silver on my thing. Right, let's pop some of that down. That would do, I think. And then a little bit more of the silver. And then next I'm going to go in with this tealy colour, and this has got the bigger chunks in, and I'm just going to go over the rest of it with this. So just covering the whole area now with this. Let's just shake it all over, it'll be easier, won't it? Sort of faffing around. Just get a good covering all over there. Make sure I've got everywhere. Right, I think that's everywhere covered now. A bit more down there, I think. All right, then I'm just gonna gently tap that down. Make sure that it's all sticking to that glue. Missed a bit down there. Pop some down there. Right, okay. So we're just going to leave this to dry now, and then we can brush off any of the glitters that haven't stuck. So I'll see you back in a little while. This should be all dry now, so I'm just going to brush off any of that glitter that didn't stick. So let's just pop that onto some paper, and then I can pop that in a separate little pot because there's a mixture of glitters in there. So let's just get all of that off. And then if I need to add some more glitter in places, I can. Right, I think I'm just going to brush the rest of this off over the bin. Otherwise it's going to go everywhere. So that's it all tidied up now, and I have saved the glitter into a little pot so I can use that in something else. So that's how it's looking. Lovely and sparkly. But if you can see, there are some patches there where the glitter's missed. But I'm actually okay with that, because in the Peacock, you've got this orangey browny colour. So looking at it, that will tie in with the bits of brown that are peeking through on here. So next, I'm just going to mix up some resin, and then I'll see you back for pouring. I've mixed up some of the Tea Expert crystal clear resin, and I'm just going to pour a thin layer straight over the top of the tray and seal in all that glitter. Don't want it too thick because obviously I still need it to be a tray, so I still want to have some sides to it. So I'm just going to swish that all the way around. Make sure I've got everything covered. I think I'll add a tiny bit more. Add some around there. And, oops, cool. That was a good job it wasn't full, wasn't it? And then just same again, just working that all the way around, making sure it touches all the edges. A little bit there. Right, okay, so we're just going to leave this to cure now, and then I'll see you back for the next bit. This is all cured now, and that's looking lovely and shiny, and I have screwed the spring arms back onto the back there. So next I'm going to put on the DTF sticker. So I'm just going to start by peeling some of it back, and then, oh, right, well, that's where it's going to go then. So good job it was in the right place. So let's just peel the rest of that off, and then I'm going to use my squeegee just to make sure that's all on there properly. And then we've got a top layer that needs to come off. If I can find where the edge is. and then just peel that back gently, getting that top section off. And because this is a DTF sticker, it doesn't really need to be top coated. That's just whether or not you want to or not, because these are waterproof. And I think because I haven't got an awful lot of the lip left there, I won't top coat it. So that'll be lovely just like that. And next I've got this sort of crushed glass that's on this sticky back, and I'm going to put this, oh, if I can get the end off, put this round, there we go. Oh no, lost it again. There it is. And then I'm going to put this round the edge. So just going to work that all the way round the rim of this. And then just trim that off where it meets up there, cut through that. I think I need to take just a fraction more off of there. It's a bit hard to cut this stuff because it's a jaggedy sort of diamond edge. Right, that's okay. That's joined up all right. So that's how it's looking around the edge. And I want to protect this top bit of paint, so I could either do that by putting some UV resin on there, but I think I'm going to use this Deco Art Triple Thick Brilliant Brush On Gloss Glaze. So I'm just going to put some on the top of that pot there, and then brush this all the way over the top, and then that will protect that paint and give it a nice glossy finish. So I'll just do this and then I'll see you back in a minute.
Welcome to my floating workshop dream, where imagination flows like a glittery stream. All aboard for resin creations grand. Underneath the stars we make our stand. Shimmering seas of epoxy delight, pour the magic under moonlit night.
Right, so that's all finished, and that'll be nice and glossy when that dries. So thank you ever so much for watching my video today, and don't forget to check out the playlist for all the other lovely videos in this sticker collaboration, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.